Are you getting ready to take the Praxis 5018 Elementary Education Content Knowledge Exam? Maybe I can help. My name is Bob, and I'm a test prep expert with Study.com. In this video, I'll walk you through everything that is on the test, how best to prepare, and my top strategy tips. In short, we'll make sure you're as ready as possible for the big day. All right, let's jump in. Praxis 5018 tests whether you have the knowledge, skills, and abilities to teach as an elementary educator and whether those qualifications meet national standards. In general, those who have completed an undergraduate program in elementary education or have a degree in a specific content area and desire additional credentials are best suited to take this praxis. Examinees with prior knowledge in pedagogy, learning theory, and special needs education generally do well on this test. Praxis 5018 gives 150 minutes for the exam with 140 multiple choice or selected response questions. The exam includes questions that cover the following categories. 1. Reading and language arts with 49 questions that make up 35% of the exam. 2. Mathematics, which takes up 29% of the exam with 41 questions. 3. Social studies at 18% of the exam with 25 questions. And 4, science, also at 18% of the exam with 25 questions. Most of the selected response questions will have a single correct answer, but some of these multiple choice questions will have one or more correct answers. You can identify these questions by the phrase, select all that apply. There are a few other types of questions that are less common, including some with click and drag elements, and some with audio or video prompts. So my first strategy tip is to aim for about 50 seconds per selected response question so you have a cushion for harder questions. My second strategy tip is related. Skip the selected response questions if they are taking a long time. You can always come back to them later on, but you don't want to spend all your time too early. Make sure to answer every question before you turn in your exam. There's no penalty for guessing, and you have a 25% chance of guessing correctly. So now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into some test specifics. Praxis 5018 examines your knowledge and competencies around working as an elementary educator. It's perfect if you're looking to start your career in education or if you're already a teacher and you're looking to spruce up your professional resume. To test how well-rounded your expertise is, the Praxis will assess your conceptual understanding, procedural awareness, interpretation, integration, and application skills as they relate to the 4 categories. On a related note, here's my third study tip. If you have any prior formal education or advanced training in any of the question categories on the exam, reading, math, social studies, or science, be sure to draw upon that knowledge and review your material to prepare for Praxis 5018. The exam draws upon the Common Core state standards for English, language arts, and mathematics, as well as social studies content standards. These are nationally recognized measures of competency, so you'll need all the advantages you can get. All that said, let's now take a look at 4 question categories. 1. Reading and language arts. The first category will examine your understanding of foundational reading skills, comprehension strategies, phonics, vocabulary development, and language conventions. Expect to answer questions that cover reading comprehension, phonological awareness, fluency, and understanding of literary elements. For example, you may be asked about the syllable types present in a given word, such as remarkable. Mathematics, the second category, will evaluate your knowledge of elementary level mathematical concepts and skills. You'll encounter topics from basic arithmetic to more advanced mathematical concepts like number sense, operations, and algebraic thinking, geometry, measurement, and data analysis. Here's my next study tip. You won't be able to bring your own calculator into the exam. Instead, you'll be provided an on-screen scientific calculator. We've included a link in the video description below. Spend some time getting used to its functions and learning its layout. You don't want to waste valuable time fiddling around with the calculator, looking for a function button that you need. The third category, social studies, will examine how well you know fundamental social studies concepts, including history, geography, civics, and economics. You're likely to have to answer questions about historical events, cultural diversity, map skills, government structures, and basic economic principles. Do you know which mountain range Mount Rainier is located in? You might need to for the Praxis. Science. The fourth and last section assesses your knowledge of key scientific concepts and processes that elementary school students will need to learn. So prepare to answer questions on life science, physical science, earth and space science, scientific inquiry, and the nature of science. You may also need to apply scientific principles to real-world scenarios. You'll need your creative thinking for this one. The Praxis 5018 covers the full range of topics that early educators need to be familiar with, so there's a lot to go over. And maybe it's been a while since you thought about how to explain a math problem or a social studies issue to an elementary school child. So what's the best way to prep? The official exam guide, available on praxis.ets.org, has a detailed list of topics on the exam, as well as discussion questions to get started. Look for the Praxis Study Companion, Elementary Education Content Knowledge 5018 PDF document. These questions help you think deeply about the topics, their applications in the classroom, and ensure that you know them thoroughly. However, I recommend starting your prep with a full-length practice test. Study.com's test prep course offers multiple, so that you can identify where you need to spend most of your time. Don't worry about your score the first time around. You're just trying to figure out where you need to focus. Study.com will generate a study plan with top priorities for you. If you use other test prep materials, you may need to analyze your practice results manually. Watch lessons to review the topics in your study plan and do practice problems or make flashcards to transfer the material to your long-term memory. And take heed of my last study tip. Practice, practice, practice. There is no substitute for working through sample questions that mirror those that you will face on test day. Every practice question that you do is going to help you be that much more prepared. Need a concrete prep recommendation? I highly recommend Study.com's Praxis 5018 Elementary Education Content Knowledge Prep course. It covers everything that I just went through, but in a ton more detail. The course, written and vetted by former teachers, also includes short-form videos for every relevant concept and a bank of high-quality practice questions with answer explanations. And what's more, users who complete the course have a 92% pass rate on the test. If this video helped you, check out the other videos in this and other series for more Praxis test prep. And please, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when new teacher test prep content drops. Are there specific tests or questions that you want us to cover? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to circle back once you have passed your test so that we can all celebrate with you. Good luck.